Alright, good evening. You're watching Look Up Weekend with me, Brian Amwai. Now tonight, it is a murder so foul that has left the nation with questions. What exactly is happening to our humanity? We'll be telling you the story of a young girl whose body has been chopped into pieces and left in an Airbnb here in Nairobi. Also tonight, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua is going for the judiciary, saying that he's going to present a petition to have a judge fired. And also tonight, we'll be looking at reprieve for Kenyans as far as petrol prices are concerned. The Epra actually did announce that it will be reducing by 5 and 4 shillings. That is petrol, diesel and kerosene. Tonight you have the details of that and telling you exactly why that is happening consecutively in 2 months. My name is Brian Amwai, once again a sign language interpreter. It's Philista Adundo, but first.
Look Up Weekend tonight. Police in Nairobi are currently investigating the suspicious death of an unidentified woman whose dismembered body was discovered at an Airbnb residence in Roysambu.
On Thursday, this coming week at 2:15, I'll personally present a petition before Lady Chief Justice Martha Koome.
Also tonight, Gachagua vows to file a petition before Chief Justice Martha Koome, seeking the removal of Justice Esther Maina over what he described as misconduct and corruption. And speak truth to power as new leader Raila Odinga urges the church as he castigated the government for punitive taxes. Also tonight, 48 people arrested as Nakada conducts shisha raids in Nyali, Mombasa County.
And engage us on our socials. Tell us exactly where you are watching us from and what you think about the stories that we are running today. We are live on Facebook, on YouTube, and also on Twitter at Lookuptv across all social media platforms. Let's begin. Now, the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority has announced a reduction of fuel prices in the latest review. Now, in the review, super petrol prices has been reduced by 5 shillings per litre, while diesel and kerosene have been reduced by 5 and 4.82 shillings, respectively, in Nairobi. Now, super petrol and diesel kerosene will now retail at 207.36, 196.47 and 194.23 effective midnight for the next 30 days. Now, the regulator said the new prices are inclusive of the 16% VAT in line with the provisions of the Finance Act 2023. Now, the drop in fuel prices for the second month in a row could be due to a drop in global crude prices. Now, police in Nairobi are currently investigating the suspicious death of an unidentified woman whose dismembered body was discovered at an Airbnb residence in Roysambu. Now, the shocking sequence of events began when a male guest in charge of booking the room returned the key early on Sunday morning before abruptly disappearing. Now, the manager of the Airbnb property, Rispa Mudhoni, revealed that the unknown suspect had secured the room on Saturday. Jimmy Kimari, the head of Kasarani Divisional Criminal Investigations, who was present at the scene, issued a stern warning on impending crackdowns on Airbnb's operators who did not have security cameras installed and urged them to keep detailed guest records. Now, the discovery of the woman's body comes barely a week after police arrested John Matara, a suspected serial offender over the murder of a socialite, Starlet Wahu. Away from that, President William Ruto has now warned land grabbers across the country of an impending crackdown addressing congregants in Elgeyo-Marakwet County. Ruto noted that the government intends to recover all government land to create space for various development projects, including the affordable housing. Ian Ketani now reports.
With the legality over the construction of the affordable housing program continuing across the country, President William Ruto has continued to defend his housing plan, this time around during a church service in Iten, Elgeyo Marakwet County. It is during the service that President William Ruto took land grabbers head-on, assuring them of a crackdown like no other in his quest to reclaim government land that will be used to implement his housing plan.
Nyinyi land grabbers, hakuna shamba ya serikali mtachukua. Mimi nakuja kufence shamba yote ya serikali. Wewe title kama ulipatiwa kwa njia ya mkato ama njia ya kona, sasa hiyo ni mambo yako. Hii mashamba yote hapa, bwana RC, utafanya kazi na watu ya Ministry of Lands, shamba yote ya serikali, tuambie wale watu wamekalia, tembea. Tuko na mpango ya affordable housing. Tuna award contract ya kwanza. Mimi nimehangaika sana kutafuta mahali ya kujenga manyumba hapa Iten. Tunajenga nyumba 20,000 Eldoret. 5,000 ya Elgeyo Marakwet hapa tumekosa mahali ya kujenga, kwa sababu kuna land grabbers.
With Elgeyo Marakwet being one of the counties under constant attack by bandits, Ruto yet again promised to use whatever means to ensure that the guns are silenced.
Mambo ya Kerio Valley tumekubaliana nao. Mambo ya amani, mimi I gave a commitment. Nilisema hii ndio serikali tutamaliza mambo ya banditry hapa chini. Haya maneno madogo madogo mnaona ni the last kicks of a dying horse. Hii ni maneno ya mwisho. Haya mnasikia bado wanaendelea hapa. Mimi nataka niwaeleze ya kwamba tutamalizana na mambo ya banditry katika sehemu hii. And the people of Kerio Valley, from Baringo, Samburu, Elgeyo Marakwet, to West Pokot, to Turkana, we are going to have peace in this valley.
Despite Ruto seemingly toning down his sustained attack on the judiciary, his foot soldiers continued with their attacks, with Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah insisting that no one shall be spared in the fight against corruption.
Many complaints against judicial officers. Na nafurahi Mheshimiwa Rais sababu sijasikia hata Chief Justice akikanusha ya kuwa kuna ufisadi kwa mahakama. Corruption is there, it is rife. Impunity is rife in the judiciary. Your Excellency, because all sovereign power you are exercising indirectly on behalf of the people, and it is the same sovereign power we are exercising, I want to ask all of us not to cow from or shy away from speaking against impunity and corruption in the judiciary.
Ian Keitani, Lookuptv.
Away from that, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has declared he will on Thursday file a petition seeking the removal of Justice Esther Maina from office. Now speaking in Elgeyo Marakwet on Sunday, Gachagua said he will follow Chief Justice Martha Koome's advice and seek the removal of Justice Maina. And as Ian Keitani now reports, Gachagua called out the judge over what he termed as unceremoniously declaring his fortune proceeds of crime, a move he says was meant to taint his image.
On Thursday, this coming week at 2:15, I'll personally present a petition before Lady Chief Justice Martha Koome against Justice Esther Maina for her removal from the judiciary for misconduct and corruption. Mimi mwenyewe ndio nitaongoza because sasa unajua sasa si ametuuliza. Sasa tuko tayari, mimi ndio nitaongoza kwa executive. Huyo judge through corruption declared my hard-earned wealth proceeds of crime without giving me an opportunity to be heard. Against the rules of evidence, where he who alleges must prove. We made an application to cross-examine the investigator, akakataa. Kwa sababu anajua there is no case.
Now, still on matters politics, Azimio leader Raila Odinga has called out the church for being silent and amid what he terms as adversities that the country is facing in the hands of President Ruto's government. Odinga, who was attending a church service in Kisumu, has urged the church to speak truth to power as he castigated the government for the high taxes.
Attending a church service in Kisumu County, ODM leader and opposition chief Raila Odinga urged the church to speak out against the ills that the government is perpetrating against the people.
I am a proud member of the Anglican Church, but sometimes I feel embarrassed to see the Anglican Church silent in the face of a lot of what you can call immorality and unfairness in society. People who are talking about liberation the people from poverty, from ignorance, and so on, have turned to be the oppressors of the people. And the church needs to speak.
Odinga said the church has a responsibility to guide the nation and they cannot sit and watch the leadership of the country going astray.
The late Archbishop Okulu, remember Bishop Muge, remember Bishop Gitari. There was the clergy that were prepared to stand up and speak the truth at the time when to speak the truth was actually seen as treason. But they spoke the truth to power.
Our Prime Minister called out the government for punitive taxes, adding that the money collected is not properly utilized and that the high taxes are hurting the country.
There's nothing wrong in collecting taxes. What is wrong is embezzling taxes which have been collected. And then when those taxes are punitive, then it is wrong, because the people can no longer tolerate them. In this country is so bad because the leadership of this country has decided to dip themselves in corruption, and therefore whatever they do, even if they raise taxes to whatever level, they will never be able to collect revenue to offer services to this country.
Stop this expensive kalongolongo taxation, where even a young man who gets married pays a tax to the government. People will not get married, they will just come and stay together. Very soon they will come, if you have a child, you tax that one. God forbid.
And I can tell you, watu wa bodaboda wakiwa mountain ama wakiwa Rift Valley wanalilia gharama ya maisha and the price of fuel the same way that they do it here.
The state capture is real. Some of us have never seen anything wrong with the Ruto government, and they seem to be really inside it. And so they can't speak against it, but there are many bad things that people need to talk about. During campaigns, I think
Right, 15 minutes past the hour. We do want to take a short break here on Lookuptv. We can continue engaging us on our socials. Do tell us where you are watching us from and what you think about the stories you're running today. And we'll be sampling some of your feedback as we continue with the program tonight. All right, we take a break. We'll be back with more in just a short while.
Tere, mambo ni mawili, kufikisha, kumwaga na kurudi. Kulala ni mwaka mpya.
Muka we mse. Nini mbaya? Wewe kwani wani vile dereva anaendesha gari vibaya, lazima tususe. Anaendesha gari na kwa simu the whole time, hata angalia barabara. Mamiseni gari hapa tusimame. Wewe dereva wewe, mwaka iliyopita peke yake watu zaidi ya 3,000 walipoteza maisha yao barabarani kwa sababu ya tabia kama hizo. Hautatuangamiza tukiona.
Naomba msamaha, nitampeleka vizuri.
Si wameomba msamaha. Sasa tuende tusafiri kwa mwendo wa aste.
Dere Smart hufikisha abiria salama. Ujumbe huu umeletwa kwako na NTSA kwa ushirikiano na European Union.
Are you an SME looking for a media partner? Look no more, as Lookuptv got you covered for all your visibility and marketing needs. We at Lookuptv understand your business needs and want to work with you on your marketing journey, giving you solutions that will take you to the next level. Call us today on 0707 572 358 or send an email to sales@lookuptv.co.ke and kickstart this amazing journey. Welcome to Lookuptv, your official SME media partner.
Anza mwaka na Loto Jijenge Boost. Kila siku kuna guaranteed business boost worth 100,000 na up to 1 million ndani ya hourly draws. Jipange nyumbani na 100,000 shopping vouchers. Boost biashara yako na 1 million or a brand new Toyota Probox kila wiki na up to 200 million shillings ndani ya Grand Mega Jackpot every Wednesday and Saturday. Changamka, jiboost na ujipange na Loto. Ingia M-Pesa Paybill 777-000. Account, look, amount 50 bob to 2,000 na ujisort na Loto Mega Boost. Over 18s only. Gaming can be addictive. Play responsibly. BCLB number 00000898.
Changamka, cheza Loto.
Now, thank you so much for staying with us here on Look Up Weekend. Moving on, 48 revelers have been arrested in Mombasa in a crackdown on the consumption and sale of shisha, a multi-agency operation led by National Campaign Against Alcohol and Drug Abuse Nakada, saw several venues, including residential areas, raided and over 47 shisha bongs and more than 700 shisha ingredients confiscated. Now, the ingredients will be subjected to government chemists for testing. John Matava now reports.
Mombasa County shisha joints are the latest to face the wrath of Nakada, which conducted a crackdown of shisha joints, leading to arrest of 48 individuals.
We got information that there was this joint here that was selling shisha.
Among the places raided were Hideout and Escape. Previously, this place was residential area, but now it has been converted into a shisha den. At the Hideout, 29 males, including the manager, and 9 females were apprehended in possession of an expired license allowing to operate as a bar and a restaurant. At the Escape, 7 males and 3 females were apprehended as well.
We were able to apprehend 38 suspects, including the proprietor and the manager. In addition to that, we were able to collect over 47 shisha gongs. We were able to get over 700 shisha ingredients, which we will subject to an assessment at the government chemist.
According to the Nakada CEO Anthony Omerikwa, shisha use has remained prominent in the country despite a ban in 2017. He says the suspect will be arraigned in court on Monday.
Shisha is banned, and as a multi-agency led by Nakada, we will not relent in our effort to ensure that the law is fully complied with. In fact, we will up our efforts to ensure that alcohol and drug abuse is diminished
The shisha operation seems to be gaining momentum. The Mombasa crackdown comes just a week after another raid was conducted in Nairobi that saw journalists being assaulted. John Matava, Lookuptv.
Right now, luxury cruise liner Norwegian Dawn has docked at the port of Mombasa from Seychelles. Now, the cruise ship carried 2,300 passengers with 1,100 crew aboard. Now, according to the Kenya Ports Authority, the Norwegian Dawn has an LOA of 294 meters. Over 2,000 passengers from 54 nationalities will explore the various tourism sites at the Kenyan coast. Now, the Kenya Ports Authority Director General Captain William Ruto, among other officials who are present to receive the tourists.
This is a Norwegian cruise liner, an MV Dawn that has a record capacity of 3,225 passengers that just landed in Mombasa, Kenya from Seychelles. This cruise has marked Kenyan history since it's one of the largest to be seen in Kenyan ports.
On behalf of my officers and crew and Norwegian Cruise Line, we are really looking forward to come back here and hopefully at one day we can have Mombasa as a turnaround port in future.
Addressing the media at the port, Kenya Port Authorities Managing Director Captain William Ruto, when they went to receive the tourists, Ruto outlined the following maiden call of the cruise ship.
We are here to support the cruise tourism, and you can see the kind of infrastructure that we've put in place as KPA. It is to support the cruise tourism. This is the first maiden call this year, and this is one of the biggest vessels that we have ever handled in the port of Mombasa.
His statements were echoed by Benjamin Tayari, who applauded the government efforts to improve the infrastructure.
So we are welcoming more vessels to Mombasa, and my MD here has just briefed me that we are expecting more vessels next month.
Mohammed Osman, the County Executive Committee for Tourism, Culture and Trade, has said the cruise ship will play a pivot role in making Mombasa busy in terms of tourism.
Hopefully next month also MSC is coming back here. So as Mombasa County, ours is to build a conducive environment for tourism growth, and we want to work with all stakeholders and to make to know that Mombasa is going to be a premier destination for all the tourists.
We are sure to work closely with all multi-agencies at Kenya, especially the Kenya Ports Authorities, to ensure we market and promote the cruise industry and promote maritime trade and tourism.
Ruga Evil, Lookuptv.
Now, Kakamega Senator Boni Halwale has today come out to defend former Kakamega Governor Wycliffe Oparanya. Now, speaking after visiting the former county chief at his home, Halwale highlighted the importance of her handling the ongoing investigations against the governor in a professional manner and not in a way that seemed politically instigated. His sentiments were echoed by other leaders, including Lurambi Member of Parliament Titus Hamala, as they vowed to forge a way forward.
Investigations into the performance of the county government of Kakamega during the tenure of Governor Oparanya should be done professionally. They should not start using it to persecute him. When they persecute him, they make us feel unwanted as people of this country. We don't want Oparanya to be persecuted. Let things be done professionally.
Ya kupaka Oparanya uchafu hatutaki. Huyu ni kiongozi wetu na anaenda president wa Kenya, kwa hivyo hatutaki mtu ampake uchafu. Sisi tunajua Oparanya ni mweupe kama pamba, na tumeambia Halwale aambie rais kwamba sisi hatuna shida na yeye, lakini achane na achunge mtoto wetu Oparanya asipakwe uchafu, kwa sababu amefanya kazi na kazi amefanya imeonekana. Na hizo pesa Halwale alikuwa analeta wakati ule Oparanya akitumia alikuwa anachunga vizuri na zilionekana, na sisi wenyewe tunajua kwamba pesa zilitumika vizuri. Kama kuna mtu anatumia mambo haya kuleta siasa zake ndani kwa sababu anajua Oparanya anaenda juu, hiyo sisi kwa watu wa Kakamega na Western Region hatutakubali kuchezea our gatekeeper.
FCPA Ambassador Oparanya was rated the best governor overall. His projects are seen everywhere. If he stole money, where did he get the money he was using to build what we can see? We do not want a witch hunt and investigation that is full of political malice. We want our leader to be respected, and we want our leader to be free. He has served this country, and we know that in the near future he'll continue to serve this country. So I stand with him, and we stand with him. Thank you.
You see, the most important thing, I believe, is empowering institutions, making sure that they get to conduct their job in a fair manner. Because when each region wants to rally behind their own, then what happens to the fight against graft? If you are leader, whichever region you come from, has a case to answer and he's innocent, if we trust the institutions that are mandated to do that investigation, then he'll be found innocent. But if we continue like this, chances of getting out of draft are, I don't know. Away from that, parents from Sagana Muslim Primary School in Kirinyaga County have protested the move by the Ministry of Education to deny them junior secondary for the second year now. The irate parents protested, calling on the government to provide clear information on why the school has not been given JSS. And as Martin Masharia now reports, this comes as parents across the country calling on the government to help ensuring the implementation of the curriculum is a success.
In a fervent display of dissatisfaction, parents from Sagana Muslim Primary School in Kirinyaga County have voiced their concerns of the Ministry of Education's repeated denial of junior secondary school for the second consecutive year.
Shule yetu haina junior, mwaka ujao wa kukuwa na junior, saa hii hatuna. Tutafanya nini? Tunataka serikali ingilie kati tupe junior academy.
Hii shule ni ya kitambo. Time walisema kuna classes, saa hizi kuna empty classes. Hizo empty classes wanataka ziende wapi?
The irate parents took to the streets demanding for clear information from the government regarding the withholding of JSS for their children. Expressing frustrations, they highlighted the inconvenience of being sent kilometers away to seek JSS, only to discover no available vacancies in the designated schools.
Tutapeleka watoto wapi? Watoto wana mahali ya kuenda. Tukipeleka Wasagana wanasema kuna njaa. Tukipeleka Kangate wanasema wataki watoto. Watoto tutapeleka wapi?
Kama kuna issue watuite sisi wazazi, watuambie tunataka 1 2 3 4. Sisi mahali tutaweza kusaidia, tusaidie.
Elsewhere, in a bid to foster early talent identification and guide children on their career paths, education stakeholders are rallying behind the competency-based curriculum CBC. Career development experts led by Joseph Muraya, director of the Central Career Organization, emphasized the importance of parents actively participating in nurturing their children's talents from a tender age.
We want to request parents to take up this CBC matter and start practicing it as early as age 8, that is grade 3. But even if your child is ahead of that grade, don't worry. The psychometric assessment also is being used at high school, so it can be used even to select subjects and to know the cluster courses of the child. This CBC assessment is not like an exam. It's something that a child does not have to study for. It's something that a child will answer same questions, but they will have different reports. So when we say about psychometric, it measures what your child writes doing. What are their interests? What are their abilities? What are their personality? So I'm also urging even the parents who have the 844 who are clearing, please also join this in doing the assessment. And once you do this as a parent, you are able now to understand your child more, and there will be no commotions of parents pushing people to do their own careers.
Martin Masharia, Lookuptv.
All right, in the continuing records of fasts, the county government of Kirinyaga has marked yet another milestone in the medical field as doctors perform first minimally invasive surgery in the county at the Kimbimbi Sub-County Hospital. Now, this comes barely a month after the first spinal surgery in the county was successful, operated at Kerugoya County and Referral Hospital. Now, the laparoscopic cholecystectomy was performed on a 39-year-old woman who was suffering from cholecystitis.
The county government of Kirinyaga achieved a medical milestone with its first minimally invasive following the recent success of the county's inaugural spinal surgery.
The laparoscopic cholecystectomy performed on a 39-year-old woman proved successful in treating cholecystitis, with lead surgeon Dr. Madaraka Ogoe emphasizing the procedure's cost-effectiveness and efficiency compared to traditional surgery.
We pass our equipment and we are able to successfully conduct our surgeries. The reason why majority of the health practitioners are transitioning from open surgery to minimal invasive surgery is that, one, because of the nature of the small holes that we use, there is less pain, there's faster recovery, there's a quick return back home from the hospital, and the patients are also able to get back to their work quickly. It is also cost effective because once you reduce the length of hospital stay, then you're able to cut down on majority of the costs. So we want to thank the county government of Kirinyaga because the county government of Kirinyaga is the one that...
Dr. Ogoe announced plans to collaborate with other counties to enhance medical professionals' capacity for providing minimally invasive surgeries across the regions.
Kirinyaga. But having acquired this skill, we want to do capacity building by collaborating and working with the neighboring and even counties that are outside the Mount Kenya region. We want to embark on training other surgeons, also other cadres, including nurses, anesthetists, and other hospital staff, so that we can have teams that can be able to efficiently and safely provide the services of minimally invasive surgery. George
Karoki, Kirinyaga County Executive Committee member of Health, praised the achievement, highlighting Governor Anne Waiguru's support for healthcare advancements. The upgrade of Kimbimbi Hospital to a level 4 facility and the construction of a modern complex aims to reduce referrals and enhance medical capabilities in the county.
And today we are celebrating and we are very happy because of what we are doing for the people of Kirinyaga. And more so specifically because of the surgery that we have launched today as being the first one to do a laparoscopic surgery. And as it has been explained by our surgeon here, it is very clear that now we have moved through technology to do surgeries and which are quite with minimal opening other than doing, the open surgeries that have happened in the past.
So you are free to ask us questions.
Now, the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers have called on the security apparatus to apprehend and prosecute parents involved in the assault of the head teacher and deputy of Isongo Secondary School in Kakamega East last Friday. Now, they are led by the chairman, Johnston Uwabuti. The teachers' union strongly condemns the attack that transpired, calling for the immediate intervention of the local security agents, while cautioning the Teachers Service Commission against transferring the affected teachers, emphasizing the need for justice and protection for teachers facing such challenges.
Jambo ambalo tunaambia Education Office ya hiyo region, Education Office na Teachers Service Commission, ni kwamba Monday walimu wa Isongo, sisi tutaenda pale kwa gate. Hakuna mwalimu ataenda kwa hiyo shule mpaka wale wazazi ambao waliingia kwa shule wakachukua mwalimu, wakafanya hiyo vituko yote, wao arrested. Mpaka tukue sure walimu wetu wako safe, ndio mwalimu tutaruhusu walimu wetu waendelee kwenda kwa shule. Kama wazazi hawataki mwalimu mkuu, hawataki mwalimu wa DOS, then hawataki walimu wote. Na tunaambia Teacher Service Commission, kama watatoa mwalimu mkuu kwa hiyo shule, watoe walimu wote. Wazazi kama hawataki walimu kwa shule, watoe walimu wote. Wazazi wakuja na walimu wao. Wako na walimu wao ambao wanaweza funza watoto wao vile wanataka. Watoe mwalimu mmoja na wanatoa walimu wote. Waende. Shall be on Monday at the county director education here so that I increase security ya mashule. Kwa haswa hii wakati wenye mitihani imetoka. Hata tumeona region zingine kule ambayo sio Kakamega, watu wanaingia kwa shule na kufurusha walimu. We need to enhance security ya mashule. Askari wawekwe kwa mashule zile zenye zinaonyesha dalili, ili we enhance security ya mashule, kwa sababu shule ziko na laboratories, shule ziko na microscopes, shule ziko na chemicals. We have all school property in school, na shule ziko na pesa. Wakati wazazi wanaingia kwa shule wana pretend shida yao ni principal, kumbe wanataka kwenda kuiba pesa kwa ofisi ya basa. Yeah, there is a big problem in schools, and particularly Isongo. One of the underlying factor for Isongo, tumekuwa huko jana, na iko shida because kuna walimu wa board hawalipwi, some subordinate staff hawalipwi mishahara.
All right, now let's get sporty tonight. World cross-country bronze medalist Agnes Ngetich today smashed the women's 10-kilometer world record by clocking 28 minutes and 46 seconds in Valencia during the World Athletics Level Road Race. Now, the 22-year-old now becomes the first woman to break the previous road mixed race world record set by Ethiopia's Yalamzaf Yehola in Castleton 2 years ago. All right, away from that, National Rugby Sevens team Shujas are the champions of the 2024 HSBC Challenger held in Dubai. Now, the Kevin Wambua side clinched the title after crushing Chile 12 points to 5 in the final match encounter. Now, on the other hand, Lionesses finished second in the competition following 19 points to 5 defeat against China in the final match. Daniel Nduva from Kenya and visitor Mpwanya from Zimbabwe have taken an early lead in the first round of the fourth leg of the Safari Series that is ongoing at Limuru Country Club. Now, both golfers clinched an impressive 5-under par. The series attracted 66 golfers from different countries, including Kenya, Nigeria, Zambia, Zimbabwe, among other countries.
Today was a great day. Started off well. Started off the first 9, I shot 4-under par. Going to the back 9, had a few silly mistakes here and there, but I made a great eagle and 2 other birdies to get me to 5-under par for the day. I'm swinging well. Can't complain about my game, but the best thing at the moment in my game, I think I've been putting well. I've been really working a lot on my putting, my chipping, and so far I've made a lot of putts, which has really got me to where the position I am right now at 5-under par.
The game was pretty good today. I gave myself good chances to make a couple of birdies on the course. On hole number 1, I blocked my tee shot to the right, and I couldn't get a chance to hit the green from there. Then I punched out, I hit it on the green, then I made 2 putts to make a bogey.
That does it for us here on Lookup Weekend. My name is Brian Amuai. Our sign language interpreter tonight has been Philista Adundo. Do have yourselves a lovely night. Good night.